What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope y'all can hear me pretty good because I'm kind of moving around and doing some stuff. But I want to talk about how the narcissist never cared about you. And when you come to realize this truth about them, it'll be in an awakening moment when you just finally realize, like, dang, you don't care, huh? You really just don't care. And it's because the narcissist never really paid attention to you. They never paid enough attention to you to get to know you. You were never that interesting to them to sit there and really get to know you. And so that's why they never really cared about you or whatever it is going on with you. You have to constantly remind the narcissist of things that should just come to them easy. If you have to constantly remind someone of something, that just kind of goes to show that they don't care. It's like you're constantly disciplining them to behave a certain way, to behave correctly in order to treat you right. And you shouldn't have to teach someone how to treat you when you've been dealing with them for such a long time. And a lot of times in these long-term relationships with a narcissist, it's like it's the trauma bonding that keeps us attached to them, because we have been so used to dismissing their behavior, we make it okay to stay with them. And it's just like, we give them that pass to constantly disrespect us and to just disregard our feelings about things. As long as we continue to please them and make them happy, then we're okay with it. But that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not okay for someone to treat you that way. It's not okay for people to just disrespect your feelings when it comes to things. And the narcissist is good at that. You have to think back to when you first met them and how certain conversations took place. And these are the moments when you getting acquainted with the narc, when you getting to know them. Say, for instance, a first date. If you really pay attention to the conversation, and a lot of us, we don't, it go clean over our head and we think about it years down the line. The narcissists, they never were really listening to you in the conversation. Everything you were saying was going in one ear and out the other. A lot of times they're distracted by their phones. They keep their notifications, at a high tone so that they can always be distracted. They're waiting on a distraction to lure them away from the conversation. And they do that because they're letting you know in that moment that they're really not that interested in what you're talking about. They don't really care about getting to know you. They never really cared about you because they never really knew you. They don't take anything from the conversation unless it benefits them in some way. And a lot of times the way it benefits them down the line is when they use it against you. They store useful information away to later use it against you come mad day. Narcissists are very calculated. They're very tactical. And of course, we're not thinking of these things early on in the relationship. But it's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. The narcissist will sit right across from us. And we're sitting across from a person who we will never really have a really good connection with. And this goes on for years. It goes on for as long as we allow it to go on. Because again, we just condition ourselves to think that it's okay to just continue to excuse their behavior just for the sake of not wanting to be alone or, for other issues. other reasons that we just don't want to face the facts when it comes to calling these people out on who they are. It's difficult to really, just go from being one way to another when you've been with someone for so long. A lot of times it is fear. It's fear of them leaving us, and that's just like not really being aware that you deserve better. But anyway, the narcissist, it's like when you make it easy for the narc, you make it easy for them when you let them know that you're not hard to please. Their mind can be in a whole nother place. But the moment you say, I'm not hard to please, oh, that is music to their ears. If they haven't heard anything else from you, they pick that up. And that's the worst thing to do, even if you are that way like me. I'm not hard to please. But sometimes you have to set these standards, especially for people who are very self-centered, like a narcissist. You have to set even higher standards for yourself to let them know that I will not be taken for granted. It's a give and take situation. And, you're going to have to respect me. The respect that you expect from me is the respect you have to give to me. The narcissists, they don't really listen because they care for the sake of getting to know you. They're only listening just to let you know that I'm present. They're just there to be there. And a lot of times if, you say something to them that lets them know, I think we should do this. Oh, they hurry up and take the conversation away from you. And they completely just take over the moment by suggesting other things that you do. Say, like if you're on that first date, let's go back to that first date with a narc. And you're having a conversation about whatever. The narc, they get bored because that's not what they want to talk about. That's not what they want to hear. What they want to hear is what they can get out of you. How can you as a person benefit them as a good source of supply? The narcissists, they never really, they never really inquire about the things that you like, things that you're into. If you go back to those moments when you're first getting to know the narc, if anything, what they do is say stuff like, I need to buy you this, I need to buy you that. It's like they're in such a hurry to do something and you're like, calm down. What are you talking about? No, you don't need to buy me this. You don't need to do this. It's like they're scrambling, like they completely left the moment and their mind is somewhere else and they're scrambling for a way to capture you because they know that you're not, you're not that hard to please. So they like this. So now they're desperate. Like, I gotta hurry up. Oh, this one is a keeper. This is a really good source of supply. So what do you like? What do you want? What do you want? Okay, so I gotta get that for you. They sound so anxious to hurry up and do something. And when you're really not thinking that hard about it, again, it goes over your head. And those are really the most critical moments of getting to know the narc, when you should just leave, when you should just back out and get far away as you can. Because from that moment on, when you give them the key to control things, to be in the lead of everything, to make certain decisions, it's gonna get worse. That moment they know they got you, oh, it's on from them. So that's just something to think about when you think back about how the narcissist treated you so badly in the end times of the relationships, because they never really cared about you. So thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. Please share these videos, and I will talk to you soon.